This is a wholesome message going to every one of us right within the Grand ecosystem. To everyone who have been waiting patiently, prayerfully, and with high expectations, we see you, we feel you, and most importantly, we are walking this journey with you. The past few weeks and months have tested our patience and challenged our faith. We've all watched as dates shifted, documents were scrutinized, and expectations were stretched. But even in the midst of uncertainty, one truth remains solid. When a promise is real, delay cannot deny it. This update is not just to inform you, it is to reassure you. It is to remind you that this journey we've taken together under the umbrella of the Country Director Apostle Professor Ken Nwakama Sanctuary Wealth NGO is not in vain. In fact, we are at the edge of manifestation. Even if it seems quiet at the moment, we are at the edge of manifestation. When the Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Cooperative Society, led by the tireless Apostle Ken Grant Initiative, when it was inaugurated, or when it was thrown to the public, it was more than just another grant. When the opportunity surfaced, it was a lifeline then. It was a promise to support struggling families, empower youth, fund businesses, and restore hope in communities where the word aid has long sounded like a dream. Then thousands responded. Registrations poured in. Stakeholders, coordinators, volunteers, and beneficiaries alike aligned themselves to a vision that was backed not only by plans, but by passion and prayer. Yet, like every noble causes, this one has faced resistances. But let's be honest with ourselves. Many expected the disbursement to happen years ago and few months back. We had valid reasons to expect that, of course. The verification stages were completed sometimes in 2023 December. The data collection were successful at different times. Numerous stakeholders meetings were held. The documentations passed through several verification and compliance bodies. And Apostle Ken kept telling us those encouragements would update that everything is going to be fine. So what was causing the holdup or the delay? Now, part of it was what we got the information for funds of this magnitude. Financial gatekeeping and stakeholders' authorizations had to be met. Several layers of approval are necessary. Stakeholders' payment, the big boys, those assigned to administer, distribute, or supervise funds allocation, they also must be cleared before general disbursement. This is very stage where we are right now, the stakeholders' involvement. Initially, it was the big boys. Now, the security and the anti-fraud measures, which were supposed to be part of this process so that things does not just flare up. Nigeria and Africa at large have seen several fraudulent schemes in the past. The regulatory bodies involved are exercising extra caution to also ensure that this grant is not hijacked or misappropriated. So these delays are not a sign of abandonment, they are a measure of protection. Yes, some parts of this grant are tied to international organizations and donors whose timeline and verification processes sometimes extend beyond our local reach or expectations. They are part of the final confirmation from international donors and platforms. But here's what's important. The grant has not been cancelled and will never be cancelled. It is still on track. Yes. This is where we are right now. As of today, the current state of things, the stakeholders' payment is expected to be effected as from yesterday to today, according to internal communications. Today may bring us that long-awaited confirmation for the stakeholders. And once stakeholders are cleared, they will be empowered to begin operations across zones for all the beneficiaries. Beneficiaries' disbursement is scheduled to follow shortly, most likely by next week. And this disbursement would also fall across that batch to ensure coordination, accountability, and impact. The technical teams have finalized everything from data sorting to wallet mapping where applicable to zonal allocations. So communication is being handled so delicately to avoid misinformation, as the pressure on Apostle Ken and the national team has been so overwhelming. So we are not in the dark. We are in the final hours before dawn. This is Princess Seed Channel, the channel with legitimacy of update, information that could suit your field, and that's why you shouldn't touch the dial. I'll be with you shortly and in a moment. Alright, welcome back to our channel. Still on the same issue or matter of discourse. Now, the county director, Apostle Professor Ken, the man who has refused to quit. Let's take a moment to acknowledge his resilience and leadership. You might have, or including me, myself, might have different times said his style of silence is not suiting. Yes, it is not suiting, and it can't be suiting to anyone in expectation. But I think there are strategies also to this. Yes. While many would have given up under intense scrutiny, betrayal, and public criticisms, Apostle Ken has remained focused. Behind the scenes, he has sacrificed, he has negotiated, I believe he has prayed, he might have cried, and he has believed too that everything will be fine. His travels, his meetings, his retreats were not for just applause, but for alignment and breakthrough. He is one person who is a reminder that visionaries carry burdens the public will never fully understand. Uneasy lies the head that wears the cap. The bigger your head, the bigger your headache. We might not understand until it happens to us. But there is the spiritual side of this journey. For many of us, this is not just financial, it could be spiritual too. We have sown seeds of patience. We have endured mockeries. We have prayed collectively and believed God even when nothing seemed to move. And that's okay. Like it was said in Habakkuk chapters 2 verse 3 that the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come. This grant is God's answer to many families' cries, and his timing never fails. So to every beneficiary who have been waiting on the sideline, on the queue, we hear you. The mother who needs to pay her children's school fees, we know. The young graduate trying to start a business, we know. The widower struggling to pay rent, we know. the aspiring entrepreneur who bought into this dream and held on till now, we know. Please, don't give up. No. Don't give up. You have waited too long to abandon hope at the final hours. Yes, you have a right to feel tired. You do have. But don't throw away your reward because of silence. Your name is not forgotten. Your turn is coming. This might not be an advice or motivation for you personally, possibly listening to me right now, but this could be for someone in expectation. To the coordinators and the volunteers, you are the unsung heroes of this movement. You registered communities. You answered hundreds of calls daily. You comforted people while battling your own doubts. Some of you faced public embarrassments. Others sacrificed their own resources. Yet, you stayed. Let this message encourage you. You will not serve in vain. Your portion would be glorious. And when the history of this movement is written, your names would be honored. What are we to expect next? A confirmation of stakeholders' payment, possibly today. This will trigger the administrative processes necessary to relate and release payment down the chain. The final test run of the disbursement platforms to ensure smooth flow. The platform would be tested again with selected zones. The commencement of beneficiaries' payment likely next week. Payments will be rolled out across those borders, across states. Patience and coordination should be key. Testimonies would begin to flow. Once these batches are paid, once these rollouts are effected, expect a flood of good news. Screenshots and verified updates flood our gates. You know why? We win together. It's not just about this money or fund alone. This is about the restoration of hope in systems that work. It's about showing that people still care, that vision still exists, and that God still uses ordinary people for extraordinary change. Please remain calm. Keep praying. Stay updated from reliable channels. Encourage others. Let your words carry hope, not panic. What can you do at this time? What can you do? You can spread this message to those who are discouraged. You can share testimonies when yours come. You can protect the truth. Don't spread false news. Prepare yourself. Use this waiting season to plan on how you're going to use your grant wisely. We've said this countless times. Don't be caught unawares. We're almost there. We're almost there. No storm lasts forever. No night is eternal. No genuine promise dies unborn. We are closer now than ever before. The wheels are turning. In fact, they are in motion. The pipelines are unclogging. The resources are at the door. And soon, very soon, you'll receive that alert, that message, that confirmation that God never forgot you. From everyone monitoring this process and praying along with you, this is your time. This is your moment. This is your time. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. Don't throw in the towel. the faith. We love you. Princess, it love you. Yes, after the night comes the morning. After the heat and the summer comes the winter and the showers. It will soon be over. Yes, this moment too would pass, and everyone shall rest. But before then, don't hang up the call too soon. God is still talking to someone. Don't smack down that golden privileges and opportunities. Just pray when you are too worried. It is too big to worry about. It is enough to pray about. Don't let your heart cut. God is in control. God is in control. So stay updated, stay firm, and believe in God.